Well, we have a Fox News alert for you. 4 suspects in custody and charged with a hate crime. There are the suspects right there after torturing that special needs man in that streaming live video on Facebook. Watch.
Donald Trump, white people, boy.
No. Goof.
Yeah,
My sister with
yeah, thinking it's flyer.
Oh, my sister said this not funny, y'all.
This disturbing video is a crime, obviously. It comes as violence in the city of Chicago deals with a surge in murders. Homicides were up 57% in 2016. So what can be done to save the city of Chicago? Joining us now to weigh in on this is a former NYPD detective, Bo Dietl, who, as Brian was mentioning, is also running for mayor of New York City. September's the primary. Thanks for joining us, Bo.
Good morning.
All right, so first of all, I want to talk about the hate crime issue, because yesterday we were playing the video of the spokespeople from the Police Department of Chicago. They were not calling it a hate crime. They said they first wanted to investigate. They got a lot of criticism for that. What was your opinion?
No, my opinion is just what the slang that was being used and the words that were being used. And the person, first of all, was 2 days, he was kidnapped, assault. You have every aspect of it. But then the verbiage that was used during the time when they were cutting his scalp, when they were making him drink toilet water and everything.
F white people.
There's no doubt about it. But, you know, here's the problem. The Chicago Police Department, they take their time because of what's been going on. I mean, we got 762 murders in Chicago, more than New York and L.A. combined. We got a real problem. We got a feckless mayor in Chicago. We have a feckless mayor in New York. Just by the grace of God, the New York City Police Department, the men and women out there are doing a great job. It's not the mayor doing it, it's the police department. As far as Chicago goes, you got these roving gangs there, and this is just the environment that's there. When you have community leaders like Jesse Jackson who lived there, we have President Obama who comes from Chicago. Nobody's outraged about these murders going on there now. A lot of people don't know. There are kids under 5 years old sitting on their porches who got shot dead this last year.
2 murders a day. When you look at the average, look at the numbers, 2 murders a day in 2016 in the city of Chicago. So what was your reaction when you saw that video yesterday?
Well, that video, I mean, like with anything, was discussed. And as far as I'm concerned, immediately, with the slang that was being used, and I was a detective, they just started this hate crime classification. But the crimes that are there are serious felonies with the kidnapping and the assault and all that. They're looking at some serious time there. And as far as I'm concerned, every one of them are acting in concert, whether you're holding them, whatever you're doing, cutting his scalp, you're acting in concert. I wouldn't let any of them cop out to lower charges. I would charge them with the hate crime and charge them, let them look at 20 years and let that be an example.
They are charged now with a hate crime, which is it's going to be a heavier sentence for these teenagers. Okay, so what is the solution here, Bo? Is this a family breakdown problem? Is it a gang problem? What's going on?
Well, in Chicago, we'll take Chicago for the high murder rate. It is a gang problem. There is a solution out there, but no one's dealing with it. Again, I keep using the word feckless because that's what the mayor is there. He's not taking charge of this. You have a thing called the federal RICO. They use it with all organized crime. You send undercovers in there. You establish 3 or more that are involved with a criminal enterprise, whether selling drugs, shootings, murders, robberies. Now you set that up. Then you can arrest hundreds of people, hit warrants, get those guns off the street. You need the federal government to go in there. And Emmanuel, the mayor over there, is doing nothing about it. These people are victims in Chicago. Nobody cares about them. Jesse Jackson don't care about them. Obama don't care about them. I'm outraged when I see these little kids, innocent kids being shot. But these gangs are the motivation behind this. The majority of those murders are gang-related. And innocent people get shot. Little children going to school are being killed. We've got to get, and the federal government's got to come in there. That's one of the things I like about Donald Trump. Donald Trump will get involved with this. And I talk to the people over there all the time with Donald Trump. And that's one of the reasons that I feel as though he's going to do something about Chicago, because that mayor's doing nothing. And everyone points fingers. But we have to have a solution. Right. These little kids, 762 people dead in Chicago. That's more than Kabul, Afghanistan.
Wow. These are lives. They are children. Chicago, what an amazing city. I hope that something can be done. Thank you, both.
Gangs, investigate the gangs, use federal RICO, lock them all up, and take those guns off the street. They have the strictest gun controls in Chicago. You sure you want to
run for mayor of New York? Why not Chicago?
I want to fight. I want to take out Chicago. No, but I got to take Big Bird out, de Blasio. I got to take him out.
Thanks, Bo.